second guessing every shot. I won't lie, no I won't lie. I'm free but now I'm lost. Freedom comes at a cost. I won't lie, not this time. It's better if I let you go. You'll be better off. Ain't nothing we haven't tried. I'll sing you one last goodbye, and I won't think twice. So, ready or not, I'll go. I'm setting you free for sure right now. Don't ask me how.
Thought I had her in a elusive grip, that I'd take my time. She keeps calling and she just won't quit, and we all know why. Screws tried to lure me right into an affidavit. Remind me as I'm falling and I'm out of time. I'm caught up in your tongue, they say. You claim that you love me, but it's just another play. I'm stuck inside your room all day. You say it's for my safety, but I'm just one of your prey. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. She has the time to decide how she's gonna kill you. You can keep running, keep your eyes wide open, but you never see it coming, no use. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. Hidden kisses always felt so sweet that they left me blind. Making promises we just can't keep, and it felt so right. Screws tried to lure me right into an affidavit. Remind me as I'm falling and I'm out of time. I'm caught up in your tongue, they say. You claim that you love me, but it's just another play. I'm stuck inside your room all day. You say it's for my safety, but I'm just one of your prey. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. She has the time to decide how she's gonna kill you. You can keep running, keep your eyes wide open, but you'll never see it coming, no use. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, and I stay here for the night. I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. You know when you keep running, but your legs are standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free.
I'm stuck inside of these walls with you. I don't recognize who I've turned into. I'm losing hope in getting myself back. Everything around me is starting to turn black. Don't tell me you're hurt again. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how it's all my fault. Yeah, I've met my match.
Okay. All right, here we go. Hello and welcome into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Today we have a pair of NECC Rocket League games where the Broncos hope to go all the way to Atlanta for the finals this spring. Should be a ton of fun. Rocket League team's been off to a somewhat decent start. They've had some downs, they've had some ups, and we hope they get a pair of wins here on a Friday night. I am Michael Fish Fisher, going to be joined though by a special guest, former Boise State Rocket League player himself, hoping he's the good luck charm here tonight. It is Joe Tacky Doo Chad Chickbrow. Excuse me on that one, Tacky. I'm sure you'll forgive me, but I know you're excited to be here, and hopefully you're the good luck charm that Boise State Rocket League needs.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely hoping to have that kind of impact on my team. In our loss, we always come out on top in some way. We find a way to learn, whether we destroy someone or whether we get destroyed by. We find a really good balance of finding a way to improve and finding a better part of ourselves with every game.
Now, we've seen the blue team time and time again here, so if it is them, I don't need you to, give us what the breakdown is. But what about the orange team? We've seen them here and there. What do you like about this Boise State orange team? And if they are playing here tonight, what should we watch out for from the Orange Rocket League team?
Having more of a personal connection with all the players, I can tell you that they've been feeling really hot on offense lately. They feel like a really aggressive team, and I definitely feel like they bring some young blood aggression from this new generation of Rocket League players that's coming up.
Do you think they learn a lot from the blue team? It feels like the orange team's passing has definitely improved this year. And for the passing for the blue team, we know what Cosmo and Baynock can do. Do you think the orange team is maybe trying to copy that style a little bit? At least that's what I've seen in some of our games so far.
I don't know how much I can speak towards necessarily a copying mentality, but I can speak to the fact that they've definitely tried to find ways to bounce ideas off of each other, and they work hard to definitely improve and by looking at each other's replays and giving criticisms and finding ways to find balances in play styles.
As we said, it's 2 Rocket League games here for Boise State, 2 in the NECC. We'll see if it is the blue or the orange team. It looks like it is going to be the blue team. And for our first match here of the night, of course, Ace Pocket, Baynock, and Cosmo Buster. They have been around forever. And what have you seen from the blue team this semester so far, Tech? I mean, you even filled in for one of their games where Cosmo wasn't able to make it. So what have you seen from this team, and what should we expect in our first game tonight?
I think what we should expect most of all is consistency. What these 3 players are really good at is, first off, the fundamentals of the game. All of them are capable of these flashy, exotic, amazing plays, but all 3 of them are also absolute masters of the fundamentals of Rocket League. And so we can expect some consistent, powerful gameplay from all 3 of them as a team. Now,
I don't want to, give away too much here, Tacky Dude, but what styles have the blue team run into issues against, and how can they adapt? What would you hate to see the other team come out with in our first game here?
I don't know if there's a whole lot that's necessarily been a pain in their side. And the reason I say that, not that they're perfect, but the reason I say that is because, like I said, they're really good at the fundamentals of the game. And when you're better at the fundamentals of the game, it's easier to adapt and it's easier to shape your gameplay to fit exactly what you need. It's the Swiss Army knife of rotations.
Yeah, Boise State Blue has had some very excellent rotations. We'll see how they do here in our first matchup of the night. It is going to be Boise State Blue taking on Northern Kentucky University in the NECC. Fish and Tacky do calling all of the action here. We'll be curious to see if Boise State Blue could pick up a win. It's been a little bit of a slow start for the blue team. Ran into some issues early in the NECC season, but they've turned things around. And, of course, we get Doc's keys to the game. Now, Tacky, make sure that these are correct. I know you are used to be on the team. So kick some A's, take some N's, deliver some L's, and collect some W's. Any issue with those keys to the game?
Nope, I think that's as straightforward as it gets. Those are the fundamentals of destroying the people in Rocket League.
Don't forget that Doc's Keys are always brought to you by Account, who's at Identity Trust Global Network. Delivers real-time fraud prevention, account protection, enables a personalized customer experience. More than 9,000 payment providers. We're going to hop right into the game here between these 2 teams. We've got Boise State in the orange, Northern Kentucky in the blue. Pig going to get a pass over here to Rule. Nice intercept by Boise State. Ball bouncing around towards that midfield. Looks like Baynock's going to carry it down, play it off the wall, but there's no one in follow-up, and Rickle's going to get that clear.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some pretty traditional play styles from both these teams so far. A lot of midfield passing and a lot of just standard rotations, looking for kind of holes in our opponents and feeling each other out.
You see Pig's going to be able to get that intercepted. Cosmo Buster in the corner. Him and Rickles both going to miss on it. Nice back pass, but a great pass. Baynock gets a demolition. Baynock's trying to carry it past. Rule spawns, but that demolition totally threw off what the North wanted to do.
Yeah, what we see right here is a great play from our blue team. We find an aggressive opening, Baynock finds a nice demo, and Cosmo uses those great mechanics to just dribble it on in easy.
Great job by Boise State. Of course, we know the demolitions that they can put out, especially from Baynock. You've always got to be careful if you're going against them. Rickles not able to win that one. Rule's going to bail off as he sees Pig get that one towards midfield. He wants to pass over. Great intercept there. Ball will just miss. Rickles going to hit it off the back wall to himself. Pop it just over Ace Pocket. Pig will sandwich it against the wall. Clear it all the way down to the other side. He's got Rule near midfield, but Baynock's going to read that one perfectly.
Yeah, right now what we're seeing now is now that the blue team has found their ability and found what works, they're going to try to execute on it every time, and they're going to try to shove the lead down their opponent's throats, sort of for it phrase.
Well, Cosmos with a great opportunity. That shot goes just wide, though. Pig's going to have it in the corner. He'll get the full boost. Squeeze it off the wall. Going to aerial it all the way down. Baynock can't quite intercept it. Ball's just wide of the net. Nate's pocket. Make a great save. Who not able to get it around Rickles. Clears it all the way into the corner for Pig, but Cosmobuster is going to push that one away. Rule keeps the possession alive for Northern Kentucky, but a great job by Ace Pocket stopping that one. Pig's going to miss it off the wall. Rickles can't quite stop it near midfield. Boise State should have an attack here.
So now we're kind of moving into a back and forth where both teams are trying to find a foothold on offense. We're trying to find midfield control. Control those mid boosts is very important in order to turn over the ball. And we're kind of just looking for opportunities for both teams now as they begin to start respecting each other more.
Pig gets a double demolition in the corner, but Ace Pocket's able to make the save in a 1-on-3. That ball gets cleared all the way down. Rule nearly scores an own goal, but Pig's able to redirect it. Baynock wants to recenter. Pig reads that one. He'll clear it down. Cosmobuster, though, waiting near midfield. Puts it all the way in the corner. Wants the rebound off the wall. Pig, though, going to jump over him. Throw him off what he wanted to do. That's going to allow Rickles and Pig to combine to push it all the way into the corner. Rule wants to bounce it off the wall, but Ace Pocket's going to sandwich that one. Nice double touch there by Pig. He's going to pop it up right in the air. Rickles going to miss on it, and Pig's shot goes wide.
What we're definitely seeing right now is a lot of calculated midfield play from Cosmo and Baynock, trying to find passes to each other and trying to reset the ball back to themselves, trying to make sure that whatever touch they have, they can follow up or their team can follow up.
Oh, Crossbar makes the huge save. Then Pig makes a great one on the follow-up for Baynock. Boise State nearly had their second goal. 2 minutes left of this one. Cosmobuster stops the long pass down to Rule. Pig keeps the possession alive. Looks like Boise State has a bit of a double commit there. Ace Pocket not able to get to it. Baynock, though, steals it away as a double commit comes out from Northern Kentucky. Rule's going to try and keep it alive. Another double commit from Boise State, but they're able to keep the ball out of their net. Cosmo can't quite steal it away from Pig, but Baynock will dunk it over him down in the corner. Wants to center it up for somebody. He's got Ace Pocket charging in. Just wasn't quite kicking up on the pass.
Oh, and there you go. There's a goal for Cosmobuster. Finding an open net after enough pressure is enough for this blue team.
And you see the double commit there from Northern Kentucky. Rotations absolutely fall apart. Baynock had the follow-up if Cosmo would have missed, and Boise State's padded that lead 2-0 here in game number 1 of our first match of the night. Pig barely wins the face-off there. He's got Rule right behind him. They're going to hit it down into the corner. Baynock will play it above his net over in the corner. He's got Cosmobuster waiting, not able to get to it as Rickles takes a shot on goal. Ace Pocket makes a great save. Pig in the corner, can't stop Baynock. Rule will keep it alive, though. That shot's going to go wide, and Boise State should be able to burn some clock here.
Yeah, definitely what we can see now. Once you get these 2 goals on your opponents and you have a 2-goal lead, you can start to play a little bit more aggressive. You're allowed that one mistake before you throw your entire lead, so you're going to see BSU get a lot more aggressive on offense and find more and more ways to put goals in the back of the net.
Shot there just goes wide. Pig has a great opportunity, but Cosmobuster steals that pass to Rule away. Ace Pocket in the corner. Can't beat Rickles to it. He'll try and dribble it around Baynock. Ball right in front of the net. Cosmobuster waiting to commit, and he does a good job as that ball was sandwiched off the ground all the way down onto that Boise State side. Baynock's going to get a demo onto Rule, though. Cosmobuster passes it over to Baynock. Rickles will intercept that one. 50 seconds left here for Northern Kentucky to try and tie this game. Rickles' shot goes wide. The follow-up just barely drips it.
I think what we're seeing a lot of here is this blue team doing a really good job of passing the ball off the wall to each other, finding good opportunities to just follow up the ball like we were talking about with the orange team earlier on offense, is just making sure that whatever touch we have, our teammates can get to.
46 seconds left here. Chance for Northern Kentucky to send us to overtime. Kickoff's going to go onto the orange side for Boise State. Baynock will clear that one away. Rickles keeps the possession alive. Demo comes out odd to Pig. Cosmobuster can't quite clear it. Rule has it near midfield. Baynock trying to play it around him. They push the ball away from their own net. 30 seconds left as Cosmo wants to get it clear, but a great stop there by Rickles, and Boise State still has not gotten the ball out of their own side. Shot barely goes wide. Ace Pocket now in the net. You can see the rotations for Boise State holding strong, but they haven't got the ball away. Cosmobuster finally bunches it down. Baynock not able to redirect it, but Northern Kentucky only has 10 seconds left.
Yeah, now Northern Kentucky has definitely got to be feeling the pressure. They've definitely got to be noticing, hey, this clock is running down. We don't have any more time. We've got to push this ball upfield. We've got to find a goal right now.
3 seconds left, so it looks like that Northern Kentucky's going to have to carry it, but oh, you see one of the players missed on the ball, ends up touching the ground. Boise State comes out with a 2-1 lead, and I'd say for the most part, Tacky, it felt like Boise State was in command for, I'd say, about the first 4 minutes or so of that match.
I think that's a pretty accurate assessment. They were using their fundamentals to their advantage. Once they found their lead, they were able to find a way to extend it, and they were able to find a way to hold it. Giving away that one goal wasn't that big of a deal because, like I talked about before, they knew that they could make one free mistake because they could still keep their lead if they did make that mistake, and so they played really aggressive, and they found more opportunities because of it.
Any concern on how I'd say the final 60 seconds went, where it felt like Northern Kentucky had 4 or 5 great opportunities? Did any worry about that, or you just think Northern Kentucky was pushing so hard, Boise State just really didn't have a great opportunity to get it clear?
I mean, there's always counterplay to everything, so I could show some worry, but it's also, you got to give it props to Kentucky for finding the ability to have an aggression after all of that happened in those last 60 seconds.
We'll head into Game 2 momentarily. Boise State winning Game 1 in this best of 5. The blue team taking on Northern Kentucky here in the NECC. We'll see if they are able to hold serve. A 2-1 win. Pretty good start for Boise State. Felt like they were in command the whole time. Tacky Dew, you're the good luck charm so far, so hopefully you're here for the long ride.
Hopefully I am. I only am looking for these BSU victories. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, we've had casters come on. Boise State loses, they just get the hook comes out and they just get yanked off stage. So you got to be careful. Doc might sneak over at any moment if Boise State does lose. And for Boise State Blue, I mean, this is all what you talked about. They felt like a very adaptable team. They're very flexible. And we see guys like Cosmo and Baynock have the flashy plays, and then Ace Pocket just comes in and makes save after save after save exactly when he's needed.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. And I'm definitely going to be making sure that I'm watching my back now because of Doc.
Yeah, you never want Doc to come over and do an exit stage left as we get ready for Game 2. See if Boise State can maintain the side control they had. Like you said, about 4 minutes, just absolutely dominating for Boise State. Probably would have liked a few more goals, but they'll take the win regardless. We'll kick this one off. Already Boise State on the defensive end as we see Ace Pocket get a save as soon as we load in. Rule's going to keep that one alive just over Baynock's head. Ace Pocket does keep it alive near midfield. Cosmoster has to retreat. Pig's able to get a bounce off the wall around the corner. Ace Pocket's able to pinch that one. He'll take it back. Nice dunk by Rickles to keep it away from Baynock. And Northern Kentucky playing like they did the end of Game 1. All the pressure on Boise State. Rickles redirects it, but Ace Pocket makes a huge save. Pinches it off the crossbar, but Boise State has not found a clear yet. Minute gone by, and Northern Kentucky is the one getting all of the shots. Already 4 shots on goal for them. Might have another one here as Pig's going to try and play this one off the wall. He'll back pass it towards Rickles, who passes it back once again to Rule. Here comes Boise State. Baynock takes the shot. It's wide. Does Cosmo have the follow-up? No, it's just a bit high. Ace Pocket will try one more time, but Boise State couldn't quite find anything.
Immediately, we're seeing more and more aggression from Northern Kentucky. Now that they felt out this BSU team, they understand what works for them. They're going to try to find a way to shut it down early and get that early lead that we so desperately need to talk about.
Buster back pass to Ace Pocket. He'll play it down into the corner. Rule's not able to find it. They'll bounce it back off the wall. Baynock and Buster waiting to see where it goes. Shot goes off the crossbar. And Patient pays off for Boise State.
And that is a classic Cosmo shot. A banger from the midfield right into the top corner. Nearly unsavable. It is in the perfect spot. Unable to save that completely.
That was a really good job by Cosmo and Baynock. They both waited to see what Northern Kentucky would do with the ball. Both Northern Kentucky players missed, and Boise State took a huge advantage. So it's an early lead once again for Boise State. Can they maintain as Rickles tries to aerial this one in? Boise State triple commits. That ball's going to go wide, and Pig will score, and the triple commit from Boise State probably cost them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Triple commits are really bad. I have no idea how you would ever get out of that bad situation. That just comes down to a lack of communication from the BSU team.
Northern Kentucky ties that one quickly. We'll see if Boise State can get one back. Nearly 2 minutes gone by here in Game 2. Broncos trying to put themselves on match point. Pig on the follow-up off the kickoff, able to put it in the corner. He's going to set Rickles up for a nice shot. The Cosmo Buster will tie him up and be able to push that one away. He'll pass it over to Baynock, off the wall into the corner. Baynock goes racing, gets it around Rule with a nice bounce. Cosmo with a great opportunity. That time it's a save from Rickles. This time Boise State's going to have to retreat as Rule plays it off the wall to himself.
Definitely we're seeing a different kind of BSU and a different kind of Kentucky as well from the last games. Now both are trying to outplay each other and both are trying to use the fundamentals and speed to gain a particular advantage in this game.
Demolition comes out from Rule, his second one of this match, but there's no punish as the ball got cleared onto his own side. Pig's going to miss on that one, so will Ace Pocket. Now just Cosbuster left as that ball goes all the way into the corner. They're trying to center it for Rule. Awkward angle, so he's not able to find a shot. Rickles will recenter it. Rule can't find anything, but he does stop Cosbuster from carrying it towards the midfield. Ace Pocket will play it off the wall. Nice intercept by Pig. Can't get the double tap, though. Cosmo Buster will get it in the corner. He has it near midfield. It's a one-on-one between him and Pig in the corner. Cosbuster going to play it off the wall. Can't quite find it. Neither can Pig. He'll come smashing down on the ball. Boise State's Ace Pocket barely able to get a touch on it. Baynock tries the same thing. The redirect to Ace Pocket. Back to Baynock. And that one rolls in.
What a clean shot from Baynock to be able to not just choose not to pass it to your teammate and just take the really hard angle from the corner there and just put it in. That has got to be one of the shortest angles that I've seen.
Baynock is good once a series for just some goal that absolutely makes no sense. I mean, Ace Pocket was there if that ball missed. Boise State was putting that one in regardless, and it's another 1-goal lead for Boise State off the kickoff. Ace Pocket's going to play it off the wall. Can't quite get his own shot. Now Rule's going to clear it down. He's got Pig near midfield. Cosmobuster steals that one away. Pig going to miss on it, but Rickles will tee it up. Down to Rule. Ball barely goes over his head. He's able to redirect it once, but no one's in the follow-up for Northern Kentucky. There's a shot. Boise State double commits, but they get the save.
Yeah, definitely a missed opportunity there from Kentucky, as they had an open net, but they just couldn't quite find the back of the net there. Ace is now going to try to flip this over, and he might not be able to find it.
Baynock can't get it either way for Pig. Pig's going to get demoed. Ace Pocket's going to try and push that one up in the air. Rickles going to push it down. Cosmobuster intercepted it. Nice shot from Baynock once again. And Boise State's got a 2-goal lead.
Definitely an interesting shot from Cosmobuster here. We can see with our overlay our statistics and how many shots and demos are being taken. You can look in the corners and you can see what players are playing, and we can see kind of how this game has gone in terms of aggression just by looking at how many shots and saves are being made.
Let's say we've talked about it as a Cosmo with a nice win off the kickoff. Is it a good rule of thumb that if you kind of compare side by side, whoever has the more medals, like, you know, Cosmo has about 5 times as many as Rule, that it feels like Cosmo's having more of an impact on the game just from the medals alone?
It depends. Everyone has a different role, and some people perform better than others, and some days it's just how games work. However, Cosmo is here to tell us that he's clearly performing today. But overall, as a general rule of thumb, some people are better at setting up opportunities, and there's less points to be earned in the game from assists than there are from goals. So it just depends.
Cosmobuster stole that one away from 2 members of Northern Kentucky. A 2-1 lead is now ballooned to a 4-1 lead. Just like that. Off the kickoff, it's a back pass to Pig. He'll clear it down to Rule in the corner. Baynock's able to clear that one down right back. Rickles not able to find it off the wall. Rule now has a chance in the corner here. Cosmobuster not able to steal it away, though. Rule's going to center it for Pig. They go for the give and go, but it's way off angle. And this time, unfortunately, for Northern Kentucky, they're not quite able to score. And what's a good rule of thumb, Tacky, for goals? You know, how quick do you think you can score the average goal in Rocket League if you're really pressing like Northern Kentucky?
Well, the biggest issue with scoring goals is not necessarily how you press it. It's how you find open areas, and you find open areas by continuing to hit the ball, like I said before, in places where you or a teammate can follow up, and you use that to bait people into things that they think you can beat them to, but they actually can't. And so you beat them every time, and then you just find open nets.
Northern Kentucky's going to have to work on that for game 2. Ruled shot very wide of the net. Time's going to run out. We'll see how long either team wants to keep the ball alive, as it looks like they'll just let it touch the ground. And Boise State comes away with a 4-1 victory. At times, that game felt closer, Tacky do, and then at the very end, the final 2 minutes, Baynock and Cosmobuster just absolutely took over.
They absolutely did, and I think what they did is they used their expert training and they're expert on the fundamentals to just raise the speed. I think in the beginning we saw a lot of speed from Kentucky, and I think what happened is our BSU team caught up with that, and they decided, okay, we're going to up the speed as well, and we're going to find opportunities just as fast as you guys, if not faster. And slowly it just started to become very one-sided in terms of the speed of the game.
And we talked about the Baynock shot, I mean, the impossible angle. We talked about the Cosmo shot from midfield. If you're Northern Kentucky, when you watch this game back, is there anything they could have done to stop some of those shots Boise State was putting in the back of the net?
I think in situations like that, it just comes down to the fundamentals, and we know that we're really good at the fundamentals, and not to say that Kentucky isn't either, but I think in this particular situation we had the advantage on speed, and I think that's something that might be worth looking back at.
Well, we'll see what Northern Kentucky can do here in game number 3. Boise State looking for the clean 3-0 sweep in our first game of the night here in the NECC. We'll have one more to follow up with Fish and Tacky do here, calling all of the action. But right now, the Boise State blue team looking as strong as ever with a pair of wins. But Northern Kentucky, at times in game 2, felt like they were right on the tails of Boise State. We'll get a map change. Does that matter at all? Because all the maps are the same, Tacky do.
I mean, it matters if you have a personal preference and you feel like this is your Lucky Charm map. However, most of the time it doesn't.
I mean, there's no fish to distract you. I definitely get distracted by the giant shark on our last map, as Pig's forced to make a great save to kick things off. Cosmo going to have to retreat all the way to the corner. He'll play it off the wall. Rule does a nice job dunking it away from him. Pass over to Rickles. Boise State double commits, and Rickles with the double tap.
That was an excellent example of what the fundamentals do not look like, as we throw another goal away due to a double commit off the wall.
We saw Cosmo rushing back and Great job by Northern Kentucky. They definitely feel at times they potentially have figured out what Boise State wants to do. We'll see if they can hold on to their lead. This time is off the kickoff. Baynock will get it. Nice pass over to Ace Pocket. And that's one way to get a goal right back.
That is a banger passing play right there. A great pass from the sidewall straight to Ace, who gets underneath the ball and flicks it up for more power. Bang, just like that. That is the back of the net.
There was no one in sight for Northern Kentucky. One player tried to make a save coming from his boost spot off the kickoff, but he was not able to get there in time. This time off the kickoff, they'll collide near midfield. Cosmo tries for a sneaky attempt, not able to find it. Baynock off the wall. Rickles has a great shot. Ace Pocket barely able to dunk it over him. Now Cosmo's able to get it down into the corner. Should have an opportunity to beat Rickles to the ball, but he can't quite find it. Ace Pocket shot going to go high and wide. Does look like Northern Kentucky's going to miss. And we'll have a 1-on-2 here as Ace Pocket's able to push that one away. Rule's going to take a shot. That one will go wide, but Cosmo Buster will make the save. He's able to play it around Pig. Rickles with the follow-up here. Pig wants to redirect it, but it's then going to be passing it back, and Cosmo Buster able to steal that one away.
There was definitely a kind of attempt for a cheeky play there off the wall to hit it back towards his teammate from the wall instead of letting us clear it. However, I think we did a really good job of breaking that play down as soon as we saw it. And here we did not break it down in the slightest as we see Pig throw in another one.
A wide open goal. I think you'll see at the very middle of this replay there. Ace Pocket, it looked like Cosmobuster tried to steal it, ended up passing it perfectly to Rickles. And Boise State's rotations had some issues here at Game 3 in the first minute. Big reason why Northern Kentucky's jumped out to a 2-1 lead. We'll see if the Broncos can answer off the kickoff. As Rule's going to win that one. Baynock passes it back. No one near midfield this time. Rickles plays it off the ceiling. Baynock is there, bounces off the hood of his car. Wants the follow-up. He'll get it towards midfield once again. Rickles and Pig waiting for that one, and Pig will hit it over to Rickles. Nice pass back. Right to Rule. He'll take a shot on net. Baynock not able to find it, but Pig passes it back. Looks like Northern Kentucky having a little bit of issues here on offense.
Definitely looks a little shaky from both teams at this point. I think they're both kind of in this mutual respect zone where everything is kind of scary right now because everyone is capable of such greatness.
Pig had a nice demolition onto Ace Pocket to open the net up, but the ball went just wide. Ace will come zooming in here, trying to get revenge. Cosmobuster going to take a shot, pass over to Baynock, off the top crossbar. No one there for the follow-up as Rule hit it away. Ace Pocket going to recenter it there. Baynock wanted the shot, but it was a nice intercept by Rickles. Baynock can't quite find it. Cosmobuster will keep it alive. He's going to take the shot himself. Rule makes the save. Baynock retreats towards midfield. Ace Pocket wants to waterfall it down in front of the net. Couple of members of Northern Kentucky going to miss, but Baynock will go over the ball as well, and everyone's going to have to retreat.
Wow, yeah, we see that whole offensive play was so crazy all over the place because we had some great textbook passing plays, and then right at the end there we just couldn't quite sneak in an open net, and we just lose out on the free goal for it.
Baynock's going to pass it over to Cosmobuster. He'll push it down into the corner. Rule barely able to clear it away. Rickles going to hit it down into Boise State's end, and Cosmobuster tries to clear it out. Nice intercept there by Rickles. Rule's going to recenter, but Baynock steals that one away. Doesn't quite have enough boost to aerial. Ace Pocket pass back to Cosmo, and Baynock with a nice little defensive bump there.
What another banger goal from our BSU team here. We can see a great passing play as Ace will hit it back to Cosmo, and then up where Baynock will then get the bump. Textbook. All three members being involved in that play and all three members finding a role.
2-2 game here with 2:22 left on the clock. Northern Kentucky trying to extend the series. Boise State trying to finish off with the sweep. Pig and Cosmobuster going to collide near midfield. Ace Pocket will redirect it on net, but Rickles going to make a nice save there. Baynock will volleyball it back towards the blue side. Ace Pocket can't quite push it away from Rule. He'll hit it down into the corner. Cosmobuster not able to beat him, but Rule loses the dribble. Recenter. Rickles takes advantage. Slams it home for the Northern Kentucky lead.
Yeah, just another punished disadvantage and a punished mistake from our team here. We see them set up a great opportunity where we're forced to make a play and Cosmo has nothing to do but hit it down and into the front of Rickles.
Northern Kentucky has done a great job holding serve with Boise State so far. 2 minutes left here. The Broncos have done a good job answering every Northern Kentucky goal, but have not found a lead themselves. Rickles going to play that one off the crossbar. Pig hits it in.
Oh, and another one.
And Rule scores pretty quickly there.
Wow, yeah, this was a great offensive turnover from Kentucky as they find the ability to hit it off the backboard in a weird spot where we couldn't quite get to it, and so Rule's able to counterplay off of an unsuspecting BSU defense.
Baynock was close there in the replay, but not quite close enough, and now it's Boise State who needs 2 goals here in the final 2 minutes. Kickoff going to ricochet in midfield. Baynock not able to clear that one as Pig's going to dunk it over him. Ball's going back towards the Bronco net. Ace Pocket tries to clear it away. It's a great steal by Rickles. Cosmos are going to be forced to retreat. Rule will keep it alive, though, and Northern Kentucky at times has been suffocating on offense. Finally, Baynock gets it down into the corner, plays it around Rickles. He's got Pig over there as well. Now Ace Pocket will take a shot. It'll go high. That's going to allow Pig to just clear back.
Yeah, definitely what we're seeing right now is a lot of offensive pressure from both teams, but more importantly, we're seeing a lot of offensive pressure from this Kentucky team. Feels like a lot of the game is being played out of the orange end right now. What we need to see from BSU is them getting a good clear out and a pass that they can make a goal out of.
Rule's able to steal that pass away from Ace Pocket. Doesn't have a follow-up for the goal, but the orange team's starting to run out of time. Boise State's down to only 1 minute and 7 seconds left. Rickles going to play it back. Cosmoster tries to steal it away in that corner, and he can't quite do it. Ace Pocket can't stop Pig from clearing either. Finally, Baynock gets a clear. Not off the back wall, though. He recenters it over for Ace Pocket. Just misses on it. Rule has an opportunity here, but Cosmoster's going to keep Boise State in the game.
There was another opportunity for a goal there, but understandably missed by Ace Pocket there, as in that pass was kind of fast and bouncing a lot, and so that's one of those ones that might be more hard to read.
Cosmoster with the clear. Ace Pocket passes it over to Baynock. It's intercepted by Rickles, though. Rule's wide on the net. He's going to hit it home, and that should probably do it for Game 3.
Wow, this game was a complete flip from the last game, as it was very BSU-dominated last game. This game has gone very much in the favor of Kentucky, very much in the favor of Rule and just the rest of his team that he's got with him here.
You see Rickles leading the way right now with 2 goals. Him and Rule both have it. Rickles also has 5 shots to his name. See what Boise State could do in the last 30 seconds. If there's a miracle waiting, or if we're headed to a Game 4. Baynock can't stop Rule in the corner there. Cosmoster will pinch it off the wall down to Baynock. Nice intercept there by Rickles. Going to recenter it there for Pig. He'll take the shot. It's stopped by Ace Pocket, but just probably going to bounce in. No, it bounces oddly off the crossbar. Allows Boise State to save themselves from letting a goal in, but in the long run, it's not going to matter. 8 seconds left here. Not enough time for Boise State to score 3 goals. Ball right in front of the net. Cosmoster can't quite hit it home. Time will run out. Will Boise State keep it alive for that last second goal? No. Northern Kentucky with a very dominating 5-2 win.
That was a very impressive performance from Rickles, and especially an impressive performance from Pig as well that game. We found a lot of opportunities from Pig and Rickles working together to get the ball into the back of the net.
What do you think has to change defensively for Boise State? Because, I mean, as you mentioned, it felt like at times Northern Kentucky just suffocated out Boise State on offense, never allowed them to get a clear, and eventually would allow in some kind of goal because Boise State just a rotation would miss, or Northern Kentucky would put them in a bad spot, and there's nowhere for them to hit the ball.
I think the core of this BSU team is their big, huge grasp on communication, and I feel like we were just lacking that game. I felt like we had a lot of time where we were caught flat-footed because we didn't think someone was going, or we thought someone else was already going, or we were caught in this weird scenario where we had 2 or 3 people going at a time because we also weren't communicating on who was going during that time. So I think we need to reset, come back, and think about what we're saying to each other, and also remember what we're saying to each other as well. That way we can process the information and make a better play.
And what goes on between these 60 seconds between the games? I mean, you've been there, Tacky, when you were on the team. What are you guys talking about after a loss? What are you guys going through to try and reset in this very, very limited window?
I think a lot of self-reflection as a team. And then once we've gotten to the point where we feel like we understand the issues and we're ready to go in the next game, I'm going to be honest, a lot of memeing.
I mean, if spirits are high, that's always a good thing. Because, I mean, if you're just yelling or bickering, anyone will say, collegiate level or just with your friends on a Friday night in any game of your choice, if you're bickering at each other, you're usually not going to win. So hopefully the memes are high for Boise State. It's right off the kickoff. Ace Pocket's going to try and steal that one away for Rickles. Northern Kentucky has really turned it on offensively here in our last couple of games. As Boise State's still on the defensive end. Baynock's trying to clear that one away. He'll bump Pig off the ball. Then he'll get bumped into by his own teammate. That opens up a lane for Ace Pocket. Rickles makes a great stop there. It's going to bounce over to Baynock. He'll play it over Rule, but Pig's going to have a shot there. The pass to Rule, but he can't quite recenter the ball in time.
Wow, we've seen a lot of great 50-50s so far from this Northern Kentucky team. They're finding a really good way to challenge. Oh, that was quite the play from Baynock and quite the shot overall. This was impressive for sure. A great pass from Cosmo Buster, and Baynock manages to find downward momentum on that ball, manages to get it just in on the top crossbar there.
Is it a requirement to be some sort of physics major to play Rocket League, Tacky?
Well, if anything has shown over time in this game is that the physics are actually not quite correct, so I would not recommend that strategy.
Some of the angles these players have, as you mentioned, the downward momentum there just enough for Baynock. It's absolutely insane. As Boise State once again is trying to defend their net. Rickles in the corner there. He can't quite pass it back, and that's going to allow Baynock to clear it. Tries to get it over Pig, but he won't do it. The ball's going to ricochet in the corner. Pig and Ace Pocket can play a game of chicken. Ace Pocket will strike first. He'll hit it over. Now Rickles forced to clear it away. Boise State with the great opportunities. Baynok's going to pop it up to Cosmobuster. Wants to waterfall it down in front of the net, but it's going to be a great job there by a member of Northern Kentucky to make a save. Baynok wants to keep it alive, but Pig's going to intercept that pass.
That was actually a really clutch play from Rickles. He managed to outplay 2 BSU opponents and get it all the way to midfield before Cosmo was finally able to stop it.
Rickles is going to sandwich it over the Boise State neck. Pig's going to squeeze that one against the wall. Rule's going to elevate, try and get a downward shot. He wants to recenter it for Rickles, but Cosmobuster reads that one perfectly. He's able to make the save, passes it over to Baynok, now who's near midfield. Going wants to play it off the wall to himself, but Pig's going to change the trajectory on that one. Ace Pocket will win that 50 with Rickles. Pig's going to push it away from Cosmobuster, though, and now Rule should have a great opportunity. Boise State has Ace Pocket charging in. That shot goes wide. It's too high for the double tap. Boise State's going to have to retreat.
Yeah, now, ooh, what a weird pinch off the wall straight to our midfielder there. Baynok is now going to go off the wall and try to pass it to our teammates. And what we're seeing a lot of right now is our team is splitting up a lot, and Northern Kentucky is finding ways to just be in the middle and finding a way to shut down these passes that BSU is trying to set up using their communication.
Try for the double tap into the waterfall for Pig. He can't quite find it. Boise State clinging to a 1-0 lead. Rickles does get the demolition onto Ace Pocket, so that will slow down the Boise State offensive approach. Rule's now trying to get a cherry pick goal, but he can't find it. Rickles will recenter it for Rule. Cosmobuster dunks it away, though. He's got Ace Pocket. It's a 1-on-1. Him versus Pig. Ace Pocket can't quite make the play. Great save by Pig to keep us in a 1-goal game.
Almost a fantastic solo play from, oh, what? Did Baynok get bumped into that off the wall?
Find out in the replay here.
He did. He got bumped off the wall from Ace. That is the best team play that I've ever seen if that was intentional. That was incredible.
It was clearly intentional.
And clearly intentional. Why am I doubting it at all?
They'll say it's intentional no matter what happened, and Boise State will take it. It's the 2-0 lead that they probably wanted here in the final 2 minutes. They win, they'll win the series. If Northern Kentucky makes a comeback, we'll go to a game 5. Ball hanging around near midfield. Ace wants to pass it back. Over to Cosmobuster. He's got Baynok waiting in the wings. He's going to elevate over Rule, but Pig reads that one perfectly. Ace has been demoed off screen. He will respawn in time, though. Rule would have a crazy shot. Can't quite find it. Pig's able to stop that one from rolling in, and Northern Kentucky's trying to go all out here on offense to find a way back in this game, and Cosmobuster's shot barely stopped at the last second.
Definitely Northern Kentucky is hearing the bells of game 2 as they're definitely trying to find a way out of this pressure zone that now BSU has been able to establish.
Ace Pocket in the corner. Pig's going to go chasing and corral it. He has a teammate near midfield, but he's going to aerial it. That's about 30 boosts less. Wants to carry it all the way home, and Rule. That was a great little team play.
That was a pretty good little team play. It was a very heads-up play from Rule to be able to understand that Pig was running out of boost, and so he was next up on touching that ball, and he went immediately, and he found a banger shot into a corner that we did not have defended in goal.
Keeps Northern Kentucky's hopes alive here in the final minute and 27 seconds. Maybe to force overtime, maybe to take the lead. Boise State would love one more goal. Baynok's going to miss on that one in the air. Cosmo and Ace will double commit. Neither of them find it, though. And now Pig with a great pass to Rule. It's off center, and Baynok makes the save. Rickles wants to follow it up, but totally misjudges that one. That sends his team in full retreat mode. Ace Pocket's going to steal that one away from Pig. Rule makes a great save. Cosmo reads it off the wall perfectly. Ace has got Baynok near midfield. The shot is good. Boise State has the lead.
And that's one that's just so clean that you can see it coming. As soon as you see Ace going for that pass, you know he's going to put that right to Baynok, and there's going to be an open net right there because Baynok is going to bang it in like he does.
Goal Boise State needed. It's back to a 2-goal game. Minute left for Northern Kentucky. See if they're able to come back here. Rule wins the kickoff, but Cosmobuster's in perfect position. Plays it off the wall to himself. Plays it around another one. Forces Pig to make a great save. Stop this from being a 4-1 game. Ace with a pass over to Baynok. Rickles able to make that save. There's a demolition onto Ace Pocket. But right now there's one onto Baynok as well. Boise State not going to be too worried, though. The ball's still on the blue side.
We're seeing a lot of excellent Rocket League right now and a lot of weird and both impressive team plays. This is exactly what I expect out of the latest games that we can get in this best of 5 as the time starts to wind down for both teams to close this series out.
30 seconds left. Boise State just needs to hold on here. Northern Kentucky needs to have a quick comeback. They can send us to a game 5 and try for a reverse sweep. Ace Pocket plays it to Baynok right off the crossbar. Cosmo with the follow-up. Rule reads that one perfectly and makes the save. Unfortunately for him, that took a lot of time off the clock, and there's only 10 seconds left for Northern Kentucky. Pigs wants to pass over to Rule. They're going to misjudge it both. And that should spell the end. Rickles with one last chance here. Baynok makes a huge save for Boise State to pick up the victory.
Yeah, definitely we're seeing a lot of panic from Northern Kentucky right now. Maybe it's warranted, though, as they're able to find the final goal of the series at 0 seconds. They're able to put a second one in. And just an impressive team play by them still, and a slight miscommunication with BSU. Unfortunately, like I said before, that 2-0 lead or 3-1 lead, which is the equivalent, allows you to make that mistake at that level.
Boise State picks up the win here in our first game of the night. A 3-1 overall series victory against Northern Kentucky, but the Norse fought to the very end, scoring the very last goal of the series, unfortunately too little too late. As Tacky Doo mentioned, Boise State had that 2-goal lead, had a mistake to play with, gave up the goal, but with no time left on the clock, no time for a kickoff, and Boise State gets the victory. Don't forget, the Idaho Army National Guard is a proud supporter of Boise State esports. Top plays that we see at the end of every match are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 20 jobs offering a $10,000 bonus. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. Before we go to a break, any final thoughts from that first series we just saw, Tacky Doo?
There were a lot of mistakes from both teams, but that was some impressive gameplay from both teams, and I look forward to seeing them for the rest of the season.
We're going to take a quick break, but we're not done yet. We've got one more match left here. We'll see if it's the blue team once again or if the orange team gets their spot in the sun. Find out next after this break. One more to follow up with Fish and Tacky Doo here, calling all of the action. But right now, the Boise State blue team looking as strong as ever with a pair of wins, but Northern near midfield. Cosmoster has to retreat. Pig's able to get a bounce off the wall around the corner. Ace Pocket's able to pinch that one. He'll take it back. Nice dunk by Rickles to keep it away from Baynock. And Northern Kentucky's playing like they did the end of game one. All the pressure on Boise State. Rickles redirects it, but Ace Pocket makes a huge save. Pinches it off the crossbar, but Boise State has not found a clear. Down on the ball, and Boise State's Ace Pocket barely able to get a touch on it. Baynock tries the same thing. The redirect to Ace Pocket. Back to Baynock, and that one rolls in.
What a clean shot from Baynock to be able to not just choose not to pass it to your teammate and just take the really hard angle from the corner there and just put it in. That has got to be one of the shortest angles that I've seen.
Baynock is good. Great job by Northern Kentucky. They definitely feel at times they potentially have figured out what Boise State wants to do. We'll see if they can hold on to their lead. This time is off the kickoff. Baynock will get it. Nice pass over to Ace Pocket. And that's one way to get a goal right back.
That is a banger passing play right there. A great pass from the sidewall straight to Ace, who gets underneath the ball and flicks it up for more power.
Keep this in a one-goal game.
Almost a fantastic solo play from... Oh, what? Did Baynock get bumped into that off the wall?
Find out in the replay here.
He did. He got bumped off the wall from Ace. That is the best team play that I've ever seen.
I see Pig's going to be able to get that intercepted. Cosmobuster in the corner. Him and Rickles both going to miss on it. Nice back pass, but a great pass. Baynock gets a demolition. Baynock's trying to carry it past. Rule spawns, but that demolition totally threw off what the Norse wanted to do.
Yeah, what we see right here is a great play from our blue team. We find an aggressive opening. Baynock finds a nice demo, and Cosmo...
Legendary parts for legendary wins.
here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
Welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena, our second game of the night here in the NECC. Fish and Tacky holding it down for Boise State. We just saw the blue team with a great win over Northern Kentucky. Now we've got Boise State Orange taking on UC Davis. But before we get to that, we still have our accolades to hand out. We still have our ICCU Player of the Game. And Takidu, I don't want to say it doesn't matter because our great production staff has already determined it, but who would be your player of the game for the blue team's win over Northern Kentucky?
I think I would be a fool to say anyone other than Cosmo Buster. He way overperformed that game. And even though his teammates were popping off, Cosmo was in every single play, and he was finding a way to put pressure on the net all the time. Cosmo, a really sound player that game, did a really good job at finding the ability to make opportunities happen.
I do think we have to give a special shout-out, though, to Ace Pocket for using Baynock as his own means of a goal.
Yeah, projectile Baynock there was definitely the play. I look forward to seeing that every game from now on. If I don't see it every game, definitely not at the peak of their game.
And that was just, I mean, like I said, they're going to say it's intentional. We'll never know if it was or not, but we get our ICCU Player of the Game. Cosmobuster's never a bad bet when it's the blue team. And look at that, Tacky You're 1 for 1 on the night. You can retire with a perfect record.
Hey, you know, I'm the lucky charm. I might as well be the one who knows. So,
yeah, Cosmobuster, always a safe bet when the blue team plays. Does basically everything for the blue team really, really well, defensively, offensively. I mean, is there anything he can't do? Maybe he's bad at the memes you talked about. Is there anything Cosmobuster can't do?
Well, he probably couldn't fit into a very small door. I mean, he's a pretty tall guy. That's about all I got, though. He's kind of insane. The kid's kind of cracked.
So you're telling me he could not fit into that car?
No, absolutely not. He's like Shaq.
I mean, hey, Shaq was pretty good, so I think he'll take that comparison. But a huge congratulations to Cosmobuster. He is our ICCU Player of the Game, Idaho Central Credit Union. He's a great player, makes a team more successful, just like they're helping their members achieve financial success. Cosmobuster, the ICCU Player of the Game. But a huge shout-out to Ace Pocket and Baynock as well. I think even we could admit Cosmobuster could probably not 1v3 the side of Northern Kentucky.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that Cosmo does a really great job of being not only just offensive pressure for that team and defensive pressure, he does kind of it all, as you've discussed, but he's most importantly a glue for that team that keeps both the play styles of Ace Pocket and his other teammate Baynock together, and they keep that team kind of rotating on a clean axis.
The blue team has been very strong for a while. It's going to be a very sad day when Cosmobuster graduates and we say, what do we do now?
We don't talk about that.
I've been told there's never been a Rocket League team at Boise State without Cosmobuster. Like, I don't know what we do when he graduates. Like, that's a day I'm dreading.
We close the program.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, Baynock, it's over.
But
I'm sorry, Ace.
On the bright side for Boise State, the Orange team on the up and up. We're going to see them next against UC Davis, and you said you've been talking to them a little bit, and you think we're going to have to keep our eye out for some offensive plays, especially between Toxic and Circuit.
Yeah, this team is definitely a fireworks team. They're explosive. They like to find opportunities early. They like to use the kickoffs to their advantage and find early goals. This is a team that works really well together in terms of meshing play styles. We've got 2 aggressive approaches from Toxic and Circuit, and we've got a really good defensive approach from Thunder. Both of them utilizing the mechanics that are necessary to find both the defensive pressure and the offensive pressure required to win games.
I'm impressed that, Circuit wants to focus on the offensive side of the ball, because I know last semester defensively, there were times he was a brick wall. I think we had a game where he had 10 saves. I'm like, that's not even legally possible to make 10 saves in Rocket League. So the fact that he wants to focus on offense, if he's half as good offensively as he is defensively, UC Davis is going to have a nightmare on their hands.
I think Circuit is kind of what we can refer to as a mini Cosmo in that sense, where he's just kind of really good at everything. He can be your brick wall on defense, but he can also do a really good job of making opportunities happen on offense, finding a way to use his mechanics to outplay people and get it past people, and finding ways to get holes that many of us might have not thought were even there.
Now, we talked offensively about the orange team. Do you think it's going to mirror the blue team style, where we see a lot of those passing plays where when they work, you can literally just see them developing before your eyes like we saw in that last game? Or do you think it's going to be more of that style we saw with Northern Kentucky, where it's just continue taking shots, eventually you'll get out of position, and then they'll hit one home?
I think the biggest difference in terms of offensive play style between these two teams is because the other team is more focused on a rotational habit and good fundamentals that are focused on using everyone on the team. We're going to see more of a team effort on every single play. I think there was only one passing play that was a banger that was last game that just there were only one or two people involved for BSU Blue. And I think with Orange, what they like to do is do fast, sneaky passing plays across the midfield between one or two players and then have one person playing defense for when or if that goes badly.
Be interesting to see what the Orange team does. They've had some good successes for Boise State. I know last semester they were right on the cusp of making the playoffs. We'll see how they do in the NECC. As we mentioned, it's Boise State Orange taking on UC Davis here in our final matchup of the night. Best of 5, seeing if Boise State Rocket League can have a perfect 2-0 record here as the blue team did their part with a 3-1 victory. We'll hop right into it. Boise State in the blue, UC Davis in the orange. Circuit's going to take a shot just wide. Thunder with the follow-up. That's a great way to start.
That is a great way to start. It's great to see Thunderama getting involved on the offense as well, as they're finding holes in defense. They're all working together here, and that's what I really like to see. Like I said before, it was a great setup from Circuit to find the banger hole off the wall just to get it right to Thunder.
About 20 seconds in. Didn't quite get to see how the kickoff went. As you mentioned, that's what they've been focusing on. It looks like Trengor is going to be able to push that one just wide. Thunder's going to take a shot. Tom's got to commit to it. Circuit can't quite find it, though. Toxic wants to follow up. Tom's going to have to go up for that one. He's got Chalky Milk in the corner, but Thunder's going to win that 2-on-1. Going to try and pass it down to a teammate. He's got Circuit there, but a great job by Trengor, just able to push that one out of the way.
And you can see already how far up this Team Orange is playing. BSU Orange, as they're finding more opportunities and they're looking for holes, and they're putting a lot of pressure on them and trying to make those holes more importantly.
Circuit plays that one perfectly off the wall. Chalky Milk tries to get the clear, but he can't find it. Toxic keeps it alive. Boise State's going to reset on the rotation. Nice clear there from Trengor. Now he's going to clear it up. He's got a teammate down there. Nice pass by Chalky Milk over into the corner. Circuit will make the save, though. Chalky Milk wants to follow up. Toxic's turn. He'll make a save, but Tom does a nice job spiking it down and tying this game.
Ooh, just not quite a right read from Toxic here, as we just weren't quite able to get and understand where that was coming off on the backboard. Admittedly, those are very hard to do, and I think Toxic got really close, and that's just an unfortunate opportunity for UC Davis.
UC Davis tying the game. Boise State trying to get one back here. Circuit with a clean kickoff win down to the corner. UC Davis has the full retreat. Tom's going to push that one away. Nice pass over to Chalky Milk near midfield. Tom reads that one perfectly. Tries to keep the momentum going, but Thunderama is able to steal it away. Circuit smashes it down. Nice pass to Toxic. That shot will go wide. There's no follow-up attempt quite yet. Toxic with a nice demo onto Chalky Milk, though. Trengor able to push that one away, and Toxic able to keep it alive near midfield, but Chalky Milk's going to steal that one.
Definitely, that was a great example of what we saw earlier. A pass from the wall all the way to midfield, almost forcing an opportunity, almost getting a goal from Toxic there.
Panorama right above the net. Can't quite get the clear he wants. Ball's going to keep bouncing. Circuit's going to hold, and Tom's going to bang that one in.
Ooh, that's just an unfortunate situation. We had Circuit playing defense there and Thunder looking for a clear, and we just couldn't quite get the touch we wanted off the ceiling. Forced the Circuit into kind of a bad spot, and Toxic is just rotating back and out of the play.
He saw Circuit, he went towards the ball, had to reverse, realizing Tom was going to beat him to it, and Tom, with a great angle, put UC Davis up by 1 goal. Trengor is going to win the kickoff, but Circuit's right there. Have it into the corner. Going to pinch that one off the wall, but Tom, offensively, the superstar, makes a great save defensively. Trengor in net, going to clear that one away. Circuit and Tom both go for it. Circuit's going to win. Dunk it right over him. Has a chance for a goal here, but Trengor is going to clear that one. Toxic with a follow-up. Going to have another chance here in the corner, but Tom's back in net. Chalky Milk makes a great save. Now Boise State's going to have to retreat.
Yeah, we're definitely looking at some really interesting offensive plays from both teams, but more important, ooh, Thunder will find another goal for Boise State here, a second one for them. And it's kind of interesting to see that we haven't really seen a lot from this explosive side of this BSU team yet, and Thunder's been doing a great job using his more sound mechanics to find the back of the net here.
A great job catching Tom where he was trying to leave the net. Kind of a similar situation Circuit just saw himself in. Thunder's going to get a great win off the kickoff. Circuit's going to rush down, play it off the back wall. Toxic's in pursuit. Dunk it over Trengor, but not able to get a shot on net. That ball's going to take an odd hop, forces a double commit out from UC Davis. Chalky Milk's going to nosedive into the ground, and that's going to allow Thunderama for a clean win there. Ball's going to bounce right back to Toxic. Tries to recenter it for Circuit. He'll take a shot, but it's pushed away at the last second. Circuit wants to keep it alive, but Tom's going to be able to push it away. Circuit with no boost, going to have to retreat. Chalky Milk plays it around Toxic. Now Circuit's full retreat, has very limited boost. Got to make a play. Tom's going to pop it right over.
Just another difficult spot we put in. I feel like right now we're not working as well as a team on defense. We're maybe getting caught too far out, and we've got Thunderama kind of boosting back and Toxic nowhere to be seen. Circuit's kind of left in a 1v2 or 1v3.
Unfortunately, Circuit just never had enough boost after that play in the corner. Once again, UC Davis in the lead. Circuit on the kickoff. He'll run right into Chalky Milk. A couple of misses there from Trengor, and Thunderama's going to have a chance to play off the back wall to himself, and anything Tom can do, Thunderama can do as well. They have all 6 goals between the two of them.
Wow, Thunderama with 3 goals this game. This is a complete flip on its head from my understanding of how they've been playing. But Thunderama, a great performance so far, finding holes like we talked about, making sure that we're finding those defensive mistakes and using them to turn them into opportunities.
See who gets the next goal. Is it Tom or is it Thunderama? They have had all 6 of them so far, a pair of hat tricks, and we still have 2 minutes left in the game. This is only game number 1. Chalky Milk's going to clear it around. Tom tried to knock Toxic off. Trengor not able to hit it home. It's going to allow Toxic to clear it down, but it was a great contest by Tom. Chalky Milk going to rattle that one down in the corner. Thunderama now trying to get the clear. Chalky Milk is there. Thunderama wants the second one off the wall. Can't quite get the touch, but he does touch it away from Tom. Now we get it cleared down. It's a one-on-one. Trengor plays it off the wall, but that opens it up for Circuit to hit it home.
There we go. That's the offense we're talking about. That was a great opportunity that we turned into a goal for us, and now we're just finding ways to beat out this defense, which is kind of having the same issues that we are. They're kind of, all of us are kind of working as a one-man team on defense right now, and that's not what we're looking for.
Minute 20 left on the clock. Boise State with the lead for the first time all game. Can they hold it up, or can Tom and UC Davis find the equalizer? Nice pass down to Toxic, but it's able to cleared out there by Chalky Milk. Tom tries to redirect it, can't quite find it. Circle will make a nice save. Thunder does get demoed by Chalky Milk in the corner, but Boise State has to be careful. Circle's going to dribble it down. Tom plays it off the back wall, and that's going to be an own goal. Circuit gets credit, but that was all Tom.
Yeah, this was an interesting goal from Circle, I guess. Yeah, it was just a pinch straight in.
Just
All right, we take this. That is admittedly a defensive hole that we found.
Hey, you know, Tom just cannot be stopped. He can't be stopped by Boise State. He can't be stopped by his own team in terms of scoring goals. Circuit gets the credit. And Tom with the own goal puts Boise State in the lead. Thunderama gets a demo into Chalky Milk. Tom trying to rip one on net, get it one back and put his team in a position. Have a shot to force overtime. Toxic's going to have it near midfield. Can't play it around Trengor, but the ball takes an awkward hop. Got Chalky Milk in retreat. Trengor's going to get a nice demolition onto Circuit. Thunderama's going to keep this play alive to himself. Gets it up in the air. Tries to play it around Tom. Trengor makes a nice save, though. Toxic going to be able to clear that one in the corner. Tom keeps it alive. Toxic, a great pass over to Circuit, but Chalky Milk with a nice save.
That was really close. We're, again, finding more and more ways to hit each other on offense and making sure we're having these fast, sneaky plays, making sure we're focused on these midfield passes and making sure that whatever we get out of it, we're at least getting one defender out of the net.
Tom does get the demo, but time is running out. 30 seconds left here in game number 1. Boise State with the 2-goal lead. Circuit for the double tap. Can't quite find it. Would have given Boise State a guaranteed win. Thunderama's going to play it off back net. Tom gets a huge clear down. Chalky Milk punches it up in the air. Stops the ball's momentum. Allows Boise State to recover. Now Thunderama charging in. Trengor makes the save, but that one was going in for his 4th goal of the match. 5 seconds left here. Boise State's victory all but assured as time ticks down. Looks like the Broncos just going to let this one touch the ground. Chalky Milk will keep it alive at the last second, and Tom will score. It's too little, too late. His own goal is the big difference.
Yeah, I think Tom did a great job that game of finding opportunities, just really any opportunities, opportunities on our team and opportunities on their team as well. But I think Tom did a really great job of trying to keep that team together and make sure that they had some place in that game. Definitely had to hand it to his teammates as well, setting him up with those opportunities to find the back of the net. But I think overall, what we can think about with this game is not necessarily opportunities not used, but more the opportunities that are given away freely.
When you have someone like Tom who's scoring all those goals in just one game, is that more he was just in the right rotation, or is that something Boise State's got to watch out for, knowing he's probably the offensive catalyst?
Well, just being in the right rotation makes him the offensive catalyst. And so the best counterplay, if that's what we're going to talk about, is more just cutting down on those passes and cutting down on our mistakes. Because if we cut down on those passes, we can allow their team to set up the opportunities for Tom to turn those opportunities then into goals. And so we need to cut down the passing plays, and we also need to make sure that we're finding ways to make sure that Tom can't play the game. Whether that's demoing when we see a free demo, or whether that's just making sure that he's bumped or without boost, starving him, whatever it takes. Just make sure that he's out of the play. Because if he's not scoring, we haven't even seen the rest of the team score yet. We know they can score because this is a high level of Rocket League. However, let's make them score.
And what about, we talked a lot about the blue team's offense as it's getting ready for game 2. Boise State Orange, UC Davis. What did you see for Boise State towards the end of the game that maybe thought they could either work on offense, or do you think they were starting to find their groove for the Orange team at those last couple goals?
I think the offense definitely wasn't the biggest struggle for them. I think offense, they did a great job of creating and using those opportunities consistently. They were challenged on a lot of things that were really close, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. That's just Rocket League. I think it's the transitioning from offense to defense that we need to focus on the most.
That's a kickoff. Thunderama's going to win that one in the corner. He's going to try and play it off the back wall. Tom will redirect it. Nice pass over to Trengar there, who's going to be able to bounce it off the wall to himself. Send Boise State in a full retreat. Circuit's going to keep it away from Chalky Milk in his own corner. Tom can't stop it either. It's a one-on-one. Circuit versus Trengor. Boise's going to pop it up over one. Ball's not fast enough, and it took an awkward angle. Circuit played that one perfectly, though.
Really close opportunity. Circuit was clearly trying to find a way to not only find an open net, but make the open net happen by finding demos and bumps.
Nice shot there from Circuit. Just goes wide. Toxic waiting to see what UC Davis wants to do. He's going to take it right off the hood of Tom. Circuit with the follow-up. And Boise State puts enough shots in, and one of them goes in.
A clear misstep from UC Davis here, committing to a clear that had not been made yet. All three of them are up there after Tom tries to make a flick and tries to outplay Toxic, but Toxic's ready for it, and so he hits it and keeps the pressure on with all three of them with their backs turned to the net.
Boise State with the lead. Thunder's going to miss on that kickoff, unfortunately, and that's going to allow UC Davis with some early pressure. Circuit's going to clear that one away from Tom near midfield. Plays it off the wall to himself. Nice intercept there by Trengor. Thunderama's going to use him as a pinch and launch it all the way down to Tom. He wants to pass over to Chalky Milk, who will recenter it to Tom, but Toxic does a great job stealing that one away. Chalky Milk tries to pass it over to Trengor, who's in the corner. They wanted to pass to Tom. They can't quite find it. That's going to allow Circuit to take a shot. It's an open net if he can get the double tap off the wall. Ball's going to take an awkward angle, but Thunderama's going to hit it home.
And there's another open net. This is exactly what I was talking about. This team is really good at finding mistakes and forcing mistakes and then turning those mistakes into moolah.
Ooh, did Circuit stop Chalky Milk from getting back? Looks like they kind of collided.
It's hard to tell, but I could assume from his playstyle that he is finding bumps, yes.
That's a great 2-0 lead for Boise State. They've kept Tom silent so far. No medals for him after his outbreak in game number 1, where he scored a total of 5 goals. Now going to try and dribble it down. Ball rattles around the corner. Circuit's there to just push it away from Trengor, who was charging in at the last second. He'll try and keep it away from Circuit, but ends up playing it away from his own teammate. Now Circuit once again in a 1v1. This time Chalky Milk with a great angle is going to steal that one.
Yeah, definitely a different type of BSU this time. We're seeing more and more people back, which isn't necessarily the best thing, but what we are seeing more importantly is them working as a team to get the ball out instead of relying on one person in the back.
It's been a struggle for UC Davis as well. They played it away from their own teammates. They have not had many quality looks on the net. Trengor is going to push that one down into the corner. Chalky Milk wants the center. He's going to have Tom right near midfield, but Thunderama is going to steal that one away. Circuit can't quite find an edge on the ball. That's going to allow Chalky Milk to just push it out of the reach of Toxic. So Boise can't find their third goal for now. Thunderama does keep it alive. It's near midfield, but Trengor is going to push it down into the corner. Tom's there for the redirect. Circuit can't get there in time.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Tom, an amazing striker apparently, but he's again set up by his amazing teammate Trengor, and what we need to do is make sure we're cutting down those passes before they happen, because if the pass gets to Tom, he's going to find the back of our net.
2-1 lead for Boise State. Game a little bit quieter than our first one. Thunderama and Tom going to collide. Toxic and Chalky Milk going to do the same thing off the kickoff. Circuit steals it away from Trengor in the corner. Wants to try and hit it down right off the top crossbar. No follow-up there for Boise State. Tom's going to have an opportunity in a one-on-one with Toxic. Plays it off the wall, but Toxic reads it perfectly. Chalky Milk tries to clear it. Great dunk by Toxic into the corner of UC Davis. He'll go charging down. He'll play it away from Trengor. Nice pass over to Thunderama. Tries to send it over to Circuit. Tom reads that one perfectly, and UC Davis is going to be able to hold on for now.
Yeah, that was an amazing pass from Thunder to immediately recognize that he has a teammate mid and that he could pop it up to Circuit, who can then try to find a backward read or any kind of shot he really wants from that situation.
Chalky Milk plays it barely away. A little bit of a own collision there from Boise State, but they're able to recover. Toxic in the corner, trying to steal away from Chalky Milk. Can't do that. Thunderama is there. Chalky Milk does keep it alive. Circuit's going to come out of the goal now. Tom's, though, racing in, and it's Toxic's turn to clear that one away with a nice save. He's got Circuit off the wall, but he can't find the pass. Trengor now with an opportunity, but Thunderama's going to steal that one away. And Tom makes a nice save. Minute and a half left for UC Davis. Tom with the ball. Plays it around Circuit, would have a great opportunity, which didn't have enough momentum, and Thunderama's going to get that one in his corner.
Yeah, definitely we're seeing some interesting transitions now. I think, oh wow, we're seeing a lot of bumps from Thunder right there as we're trying to, again, to force opportunities, but we need to make sure while we're forcing opportunities, we're doing it in a safe way that we can back up afterwards so we're not leaving one person alone like we did the first game.
Only a one-goal cushion for Boise State with a minute and 12 seconds left on the clock. Trengor with an opportunity. Boise State double commits, but they make the save. Chalky Milk has to retreat. Tom's going to just do enough to steal that one away, but it's still on the side of UC Davis. Circuit takes a shot. It's off the net. 1 minute left. Trengor pops it up. Toxic makes a huge save. Trengor can't find the re-follow-up, and now Toxic near midfield plays it over Tom. Chalky Milk, though, makes a nice save.
Yeah, that was a really close opportunity. We found a good way to get past two people, but it was a great save by Chalky Milk and a great shutdown to put it into the corner where we then couldn't make a play.
Tom with an opportunity. Thunderama's going to stop that. 30 seconds left. UC Davis trying to tie this game. Trengor passes it back. There was no teammate there, though. That allows Circuit in the corner. Him and Tom going to collide, but Tom's going to win that one. Thunderama stops it near midfield. The pass back to Toxic. They bump it away from Tom, and now Toxic wants to dribble it up. Trengor steals that one away. Circuit in the corner, loses the ball. Thunder makes a nice challenge there. Tom with an opportunity. The ball rattling around in the corner, right in front of the net. Trengor's going to find it with 13 seconds.
Yeah, I think that whole play started with an insufficient shutdown on Trengor as we challenged him, but then after missing it, we didn't find a way to get to it before he got to it again. So he got a free beat on a free defender, and now he just gets to pass it mid.
13 seconds left here. We'll see if either team can win it in regulation or if we're heading to overtime. Trengor with a nice play, going to rattle down to the Boise State corner. Toxic, very dangerous save in front of his own net, but he's able to keep it away. 3 seconds left. Boise State might be on the counterattack. Tom's going to miss. Trengor's going to hit it back, and the ball will just die, and we're headed to overtime.
Yeah, that was really scary right off the kickoff to have Toxic. His only good opportunity was to flip it over the net, and now we're sitting in a much more comfortable spot for BSU as they win this kickoff in the beginning.
Oh, Chalky Milk misses, but Toxic has an awful angle on it, unfortunately. That would have been the game winner for Boise State, but instead we'll play on. Circuit's going to pass it near midfield. Chalky Milk with a nice bicycle there, but Circuit in great position. Trying to get the follow-up. Toxic doesn't have it. Does Thunder have it? No, he doesn't. 3 straight off the crossbar.
Now, those are missed opportunities that we definitely could have pounced on this game. We definitely could be out of here by now. However, we're probably going to get more as we continue to hold our best on defense here.
Circuit's going to play that one around Chalky Milk. Trengor hits it into the corner, though. Thunder's racing in. He'll beat Tom to the ball. Going to try and play it underneath Trengor. He can't quite do it. Toxic with a nice recenter. Chalky Milk makes a huge save. Thunderama in the corner. Missed by Chalky Milk. Tom's able to clear that one back. Toxic keeps it alive. It's been a ton of pressure for Boise State. Circuit just misses on the ball. Thunderama's still going to get a touch on it. It's going to go over to Toxic, but he can't quite keep it alive.
So many missed opportunities in the offensive section, and now weirdly enough, we're getting another opportunity on offense as we were almost forced out by Tom. However, we found a great way to transition back on the offense and make sure that we hold this pressure that we so desperately need.
Oh man, Circuit's got to make a huge play here as that ball got cleared all the way down. Trengor is going to keep it alive in front of the Boise State net, but Chalky Milk misses on that one. And Boise State gets a save here from Toxic to keep themselves still into overtime here with a minute and a half gone by. Trengor's going to pinch it off the ceiling. Great save there by Circuit to be able to stop that one from going on net. Tom wants to keep it alive. Can't play it off the wall to himself. Chalky Milk keeps the possession alive. Thunder there is this time. Can't get it around Trengor, though. Ball bouncing around near midfield. Tom They get a touch on it into the corner, but Circuit reads that one perfectly, and he'll clear it away.
Yeah, great play there. We had a really close goal line save from Toxic there, and that was an amazing save. And now we're just kind of looking for opportunities to create again as the game kind of slows down in front of Orange's net.
Circuit couldn't find a great pass for Toxic to hit it home. Thunderama is going to steal that one as Tom lost his dribble. Chalky Milk barely wins the 50 over him. Now has a chance in the corner. Circuit challenges him. Ball's going to pop up in the air. Toxic should win this one. Beats out 2 members of UC Davis. Circuit's going to hit it off the wall to himself. Has a great opportunity in a 1v1 versus Chalky Milk. Plays it off the crossbar. A great save by Trendgore just to push that one out of the reach of Boise State. Toxic come racing in. Thunderama's going to hit it into the corner. Bounces it up again. Gets the commit from Tom. That one hits off the crossbar. Is it Toxic's turn? No! A huge save, and eventually it ricochets in.
Oh my goodness. This overtime was a hard wrencher. It went all over the place. So many opportunities both missed and just defended by this Orange team here. And we're just getting so close to so many good opportunities. It's just, this game was just not as clean, I would say.
Yeah, Boise State had a ton of opportunities in overtime, then they nearly just threw it all away. Toxic had to make a great goal line save. I thought they did a really good job, though, of forcing the other members on UC Davis to make plays. I think Tom still had both goals. No, Trendgore had a goal, but they did shut down Tom for the most part, probably for the first 4 minutes, really.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a lot of shutdowning going on. However, what we did do a good job of was forcing Tom to not play offense, which is another way to not score goals. And by kind of just keeping a long, maybe 30 to 45, maybe a whole minute of time just spent in the Orange half, making sure that they're cut off from even our side of the field in general. And we're just trying to make sure by doing that we're forcing the waste boost and forcing them to give us some opportunities that we can then score. The issue is that when they give us those opportunities, we didn't turn them into goals a lot of the time.
I was going to say, is there really any changes Boise State Orange would want to make? Because, I mean, as you mentioned, they just had a lot of opportunities. They just hit the crossbar and just weren't there. I mean, would you say anything they need to change offensively, or just keep taking shots and hope they're 2 inches to the left or right or a little bit lower?
I think today they're coming out really hot, and I think that they need to trust themselves this game, and I think the best way to do that for them right now is to just take a deep breath and think about what they're doing, because clearly they have the skill to win these games. All they have to do is take a deep breath, make sure that we're pouncing on opportunities and just playing how we normally do, and we'll come out with a W here.
Seeing if Orange team can pull off the sweep here in our second and final match of the night in NECC Rocket League play. It's Boise State Orange taking on UC Davis. Broncos on match point. We'll kick off game 3. Demolition comes out from Chalky Milk onto Circuit. That'll send Thunderama in retreat, but Toxic dunks that ball right over Tom. Trendgore reads it perfectly, though. He'll try and carry it towards midfield, where he gets challenged by Thunder. Circuit's going to play it in the corner. Tom's going to pop it up in the air. Circuit reads that one perfectly. The pass over to Thunderama, but Trendgore's going to steal that one. Toxic takes a shot. Tom misses on it, and that was a disaster for UC Davis.
Well, that was an opportunity, and Toxic did score it. However, yeah, this was not the best defending from UC Davis. We have one missed attempt from Tom and just shenanigans in general in the back of the net. It happens, though. It's going to be something that you're going to have to bounce back from. However, it's not preferable.
Nice win off the kickoff there. Thunderama has it in the corner. Loses his aerial carry, though, but it kind of confuses Tom, and he's going to miss on the ball, too. Toxic and Trendgore are going to run into each other. Pass over to Circuit, but a great read by Trendgore to just stop that one barely. Tom's now going to clear it down, but Thunderama wants to keep it alive. He'll try for a repeat on the aerial. Wants to play it off back wall. Chalky Milk clears it just enough. Ball bounces over Trendgore, though, but they've got Tom on the follow-up. Nice bump out of the way. That shot way too high, and Circuit clears it away.
Yeah, after the clear kind of hit their ceiling there on their side, I was surprised that we didn't pounce on it sooner. Instead, we had 2 of our offensive teammates rotating back by going backwards instead of just attacking the ball when we had a free shot. Obviously, it turned out fine because we didn't get scored on, but it was one of those missed opportunities, and Trendgore here will make an opportunity for himself. I think this just comes down to another defensive mishap, and Boise State's got to be kicking themselves now, thinking about the missed opportunity from before, and how we could have scored then, and now we're just transitioning to a 1-on-1 instead of a 2-0.
What Boise State could do, as Tacky Do mentioned, they have had tons of opportunities. They just have had a hard time capitalizing on them for goals. As Thunderama once again in the corner for UC Davis. Nice save there by Trendgore. Toxic can let that ball bounce over and will play it off the wall, but Trendgore charging in does enough to disrupt it. Circuit's now going to pop it up. Tom has to retreat. That ball's going to go off the back wall. Tom will clear it out over to Chalky Milk, who misses on it. Toxic shot just barely hits the crossbar. Circuit wants to follow it up. He hits the crossbar. Thundurama says, enough of that. I'm going to score.
That was a great backboard read from Thunder here, and again, a great way to get your whole team involved on offense. This is a little bit more like BSU Team Blue, if I have to be honest. These games look a lot more like they're trying to get everyone involved, and they're doing a better job of making sure the whole team has a role at any point in time.
Boise State back in the lead. Tom with a clear win off the kickoff. Could be trouble. Chalky Milk going to play that one off the wall. Can't quite get it, though. There's Trendengore going to play it off the back iron. Tom, though, misses on it. Circuit's going to play it over to Toxic on the midfield side, but a huge demolition from Tom is going to make Boise State get caught with an open net.
Yeah, that did not look good. Open nets are never fun to watch or be on the receiving end, though. Yeah, it looks like, actually looks like there was a double commit there where Circuit was kind of waiting on the ball and Thunder kind of boosted up right behind him. It's hard to say without being in those comms who necessarily made the mistake. However, there was clearly a large mistake.
Toxic and Thunder are going to try and get one back. Thunder with a great opportunity. Tom just barely makes a save in front of his own net. Plays it around Thundurama. Now's an opportunity here. He's going to have Trendengore tee it up off of him and clear it all the way down in the corner. He'll go racing down. Circuit's going to pinch it off of him, but Chalky Milk keeps the play alive. Wants to put it in the mid for Tom, who comes charging in. It's his turn to hit the crossbar, and this time Boise State is the one who has to be thinking their lucky stars.
Yeah, this is kind of looking scary, I'm going to be honest. A 2-2 at this point should not be going this way. We're getting many more opportunities than they are. It's just they're doing a better job of making use of those opportunities, and Thunder will find an interesting back post shot here. Wasn't necessarily a fastest shot, but maybe it was placed perfectly. Let's see. Ooh, he got all the way behind it. Yeah, he found an open net. That was definitely a good spot to shoot it right then. There was no defender at that time in the back post, and so we found a way to punish them for mispositioning.
For all his offensive prowess, Tom does not look very comfortable as the last man on defense for UC Davis, and he's been taken advantage of a couple of times in that back net. Trendengore's shot just barely goes off the crossbar. I don't know how that didn't go in. Boise State's okay with it, though. It's Trendengore's turn again. He's popping off for UC Davis. Nearly had his third goal. Has a great opportunity here. Can't quite find it. Tom on the follow-up, though. He's going to hit it home.
There you go. There's a good goal for Tom there as he finds another way to get to the back of the net. This was a good shot and well placed as he managed to find the upper corner of the goal, which is always where you want to hit it most. It's pretty hard to save it from that position. On Tom's kind of change of gameplay here, I think he's kind of changing his mentality as well as he's changed his Scar from the Octane to the Fennec, which typically isn't that big of a deal. But usually when people do that, they're looking for something else out of their gameplay at the current time. And Toxic here will find an easy cook-off goal off the beginning, which I guess, as much as these are silly to look at, it is an opportunity that we found a way to pounce on it. So it's great on us for being able to find the back of the net when it's given to us.
I mean, yeah, you mentioned that kickoffs are something that Boise State Orange wanted to try and be aggressive on. They get a goal there to break a tie. Now it's Chalky Milk's turn to almost put that one in. Luckily, his shot goes wide, so Boise State maintains the lead. Well, it's like game number one. This is the scoring bonanzas. Thundurama trying to help out Circuit there. Hits the ball into the corner. Now it's Thundurama going to play it over Chalky Milk. Trendengore is going to come out of the goal, but Thunder does a nice job of challenging him. Plays it off the back wall. Tom's not able to get a clear. Circuit's there. You see Toxic waiting. Now it's his turn to pounce. Strikes it so Trendengore can't get the clear. Can he get the follow-up on the double tap? No, Tom just barely makes a save. Boise State has a one-goal lead, but a nice pass, and Circuit beats him with two-man in the net.
That was a great play, and that was an amazing pass from Thunder. You have to look at the angle on this pass from Thunder. It was almost 90 degrees, hard, straight mid, and it led Circuit. It gave him a little bit of space to drive up and bang the ball into the back net in the upper high end of the net.
Boise State in the 5-3 lead. We're in this place in game one, and didn't really worry too much as Toxic wants to extend the lead. He can't quite find it, though. That's going to allow Chalky Milk to just push away from Circuit. Ball does bounce over Toxic. A demolition comes out onto Tom, but the ball's too slow, and Boise State can't take advantage. There's now three members of UC Davis all around the ball. Another great pass from Thundurama to Circuit, and almost a run back of what we just saw.
There is the combo once more. Thunder, surprisingly good showing from today as he's finding a way to be involved in every single opportunity. He's making sure he's hitting the back of the net, and he's making sure he's passing to find the back of the net to Circuit especially. Thunder is really showing himself as like an offensive prowess player today.
Now we'll see what UC Davis could do. Can they find 3 goals in a minute? Great opportunity there, but no one wanted to pursue. Now Trendengore comes rushing in, but he's way too late. There's a minute left. Tom wants to pass it over to Chalky Milk. He can't find anything. Thunderama plays it around Chalky Milk, who gets an awful touch on the ball. Does just enough to stop Thunderama's dribble, though. Dungor now carrying it down, plays it over Toxic perfectly, but the crossbar is going to make the save, and it feels like this time it's UC Davis who's having all these opportunities and just missing.
Yeah, it's always interesting with these games that are high scoring from both teams, which is what we've kind of had both times now. Ooh, and there's one for Chalky Milk. It's always silly to say that name, but props to him for running it during the stream. But like I was saying before, these games that have a lot of high goals, we've got 3 to 6, or I guess 4 to 6 now. That's a lot of goals for a game of Rocket League with 3v3 players. So what we're looking at this game is a lot of mistakes, both missed and made by both teams. And it seems like both teams have a pretty good idea of how to play offense, but defense from both teams could definitely be better if you're letting in this many goals for both teams.
Toxic nearly makes it 7 for Boise State. Tom makes a great save. 20 seconds left. Have to wonder how UC Davis can get 2 goals in that limited time. It does not start with a bad defensive possession, though. As, oh no, Circuit had an opportunity. Could not quite find the back of the net. 5 seconds left. I think Boise State's going to get a repeat of their earlier game where a ball might go in with 0 seconds, but they'll win anyway. Thunderama with a pass over to Toxic. He'll just let that one touch the ground, and Boise State comes out with a win in the offensive fireworks show as Boise State Orange gets the sweep 3-0 over UC Davis, but definitely a lot to work on, Tacky Do, you'd have to think, for some of those games.
Yeah, I think what we see from both these teams is the same kind of play style, which is very scrappy, very offensive, and very good at finding opportunities, making opportunities, and then scoring from them. Turning pressure into goals is a very hard thing to do in Rocket League, and it takes some expertise, so props to both teams. However, I think the scrappiness sometimes gets ahead of them, and that's why you get these big, high-scoring. I mean, that was a 10-goal game. That's a lot of goals for a game of Rocket League. For anyone who knows, that's a lot. You won't really see that out of the blue team, mostly because they're focused more on the fundamentals, and they're focused more on making sure their defense is just as strong as their offense. And so what we're seeing a lot of is goals that are made by 2 scrappy teams, finding opportunities and forcing opportunities in a very efficient way.
Don't forget, Boise State Esports, always looking for talented players, production and broadcast talent. Top talent, along with good grades and eligibility, can earn you scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information. And, I mean, at times, especially last semester, Tacky, it felt like the Orange team just couldn't buy a goal. So, if you're the Orange team, are you happy you had the offensive explosion, or a little upset that you allowed so many goals in?
Well, like I said before, we try to learn from everything, wins and losses. And I think with every single game that you have, you need to have this balance of 50% good and 50% bad that you take away from it. You need to be able to pat yourself on the back, regardless of how well you think you played, and say, hey, I did a really good job at this, and I didn't do such a great job at this, but that's okay. We're going to work on this next practice, or we're going to work on this starting now, Ethan, if you're me, because I'm a tryhard. But I think that's generally what it comes down to, is just finding something good and something bad in every gameplay, every game in general, and just finding a way to learn from it and expand your ability.
Well, we will get our ICCU player of the game for the Orange team. Probably a choice between Circuit and Thunderama, you'd have to think, and you can't go wrong. But Tacky, who would you give yours to?
You know, I'm stuck between Circuit and Thunder as well, but if I had to pick one, I'd definitely say Thunder. I think Thunder had overall a more sound gameplay in offense for most of the game, or most of those games in general. He did a really good job of finding the back of the net, and he did a really good job of helping people find the back of the net, which is very important.
Yeah, him and Circuit combined on a couple of goals in that Game 3 that eventually allowed Boise State to be victorious. We'll see who the player of the game is going to be, and it will be Thunderama, who had a great showing there. He had 3 goals in the first game, really put Boise State on the map in that game number 1, and then him and Circuit combined to allow Boise State to close out the series.
Yeah, so I'm 2-2. So clearly I'm both the lucky charm and I'm right. So I am the thing. So I probably don't have a doc behind me. However, amazing plays from Thunder, and thank you for making it so easy to pick out the great player for today. It was just an extraordinary sense of games from both teams.
Now the question is, do you press your luck and come back another time to try and see if you can still get the ICCU player of the game correct, or do you retire on a 2-2 record?
You always quit when you're ahead, Fish. I won't be back again. You'll never see me. I'll be the shiny Pokemon.
Yeah, man, I've still never seen one in 20 years of playing besides Red Gyarados. Don't bring that up. But besides that, Thunderama with a great play we see, I mean, him and Circuit combined, especially this game number 3, they had 2 goals back-to-back that looked nearly identical, but a huge congratulations to Thunderama. He is our Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Game. ICCU believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like they're helping their members achieve financial success. Thunderama is the Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Game. Had a ton of great goals, and I mean, sometimes it's just like this. You're in the right spot in the rotation, and that's why you win ICCU Player of the Game.
Yeah, and absolutely props to the rest of the team as well. Circuit, great offensive pressure, great job being able to complete plays that Thunder gives you, and Toxic did a great job of being like the glue of defense for a little while there and just generally being able to be in the spot that his team needed him to be in at all given points in time.
Yeah, I felt like a lot of the times Toxic was just a guy in the rotation at midfield who did a really good job of just preventing those cross-map goals for UC Davis that can absolutely doom a team. I mean, as we always say, no one could really 1v3 anyone, so just because Thunder wins doesn't mean that Circuit and Toxic did not play bad, so they have to be happy with the results. And, I mean, you were the good luck charm. Boise State won both series. Your final thoughts from what you saw tonight from both teams?
Like I said, scrappy teams, very impressive offensive gameplay, rival about any team. I think overall we've seen some amazing Rocket League gameplay tonight from both Blue and Orange, and I look forward to seeing how both teams and their opponents are going to learn from this experience and bring back their talent for next season or the coming games.
Well, we will close out with our top 5 presented by the Idaho Army National Guard. If you take a look at the schedule here of what's coming up with February coming to a close and March right around the corner, we've got Call of Duty, Madden, and the Esports Tower Rumble coming up on the 1st of March, as well as some Overwatch. Then we've got some more Rocket League right around the corner. We've also got the Garden State Championships, more Madden, and some Valorant as well. I know League of Legends sprinkled in there coming up later next week, hopefully on a Wednesday and a Saturday. So there's always a ton of great things coming up for Boise State. If you're new here, you like what you saw, you want to see more action, maybe Rocket League's not your thing, but Valorant, Call of Duty, or Madden is, drop a follow. You'll see when we go live next, because there's always a ton of great things happening on the Boise State Esports page. But now we will close out with our top 5 plays presented by the Idaho Army National Guard. We invite you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time, or the 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. Will leave you with the top 5 plays from Boise State's sweep over UC Davis. What did you see for Boise State towards the end of the game that maybe thought
net, but make the open net happen by finding demos and bumps.
Shot there from Circuit just goes wide. Toxic waiting to see what UC Davis wants to do. He's going to take it right off the hood of Tom. Circuit with the follow-up. The Boise State puts enough shots in, and one of them goes in.
A clear misstep from you.
Hit it into the corner, bounces it up again. Gets the commit from Tom. That one heads off the crossbars. It's Toxic's turn. No! A huge save, and eventually it ricochets in.
Oh my goodness. This.
Off the back wall. Tom's not able to get a clear. Circuit's there. You see Toxic waiting. Now it's his turn to pounce. Strikes it so Trendgore can't get the clear. Can he get the follow-up on the double tap? No, Tom just barely makes a save. Boise State has a 1-goal lead, but a nice pass, and Circuit beats him with 2-man in the net.
That was a great play, and that was an amazing pass from Thunder. You have to look at the angle on this pass.
But Toxic dunks that ball right over Tom. Trendgore reads it perfectly, though. He'll try and carry it towards midfield, where he gets challenged by Thunder. Circuit's going to play it in the corner. Tom's going to pop it up in the air. Circuit reads that one perfectly. The pass over to Thunderama, but Trendgore's going to steal that one. Toxic takes a shot. Tom misses on it, and that was a disaster for UC Davis. Milk is there. Thunderama wants the second one off the wall. Can't quite get the touch, but he does touch it away from Tom. Now we get a clear down. It's a one-on-one. Trendgore plays it off the wall, but that opens up for Circuit to hit it home.
There we go. That's the offense we're talking about. That was a great opportunity that we turned into a goal for us, and now we're just finding ways to beat out this defense, which is kind of having this.